Hi, I'm Vahid Razavi with BizCloud and Ethics in Tech. I'm here with Raegan MacDonald, the Policy Manager for Access Now in Europe. Raegan, thank you so much for having us at RightsCon. This is the second human rights conference in Silicon Valley that Access Now has held. Can you tell me what is taking place here this week?
Well, we're in day 2 of RightsCon, and what we have aimed to do with RightsCon is to really bring all of the relevant stakeholders, all stakeholders in the tech community to come together in one place. Obviously, Silicon Valley is quite of a strategic place because it's really focusing on the tech sector, but bringing them together with the human rights defenders, with civil society, government representatives, academics, to really explore and come to solutions with regards to human rights and technology.
I see. Now, when it comes to privacy and technology, can you talk about the nuances and the differences between what you see in the States versus what you see in Europe?
There's quite a bit of a difference in terms of approaches, especially when you get down to the regulation aspect. But this is an issue that has really come up in the wake of the Snowden revelations, where it has become essentially common knowledge that the NSA and its partners are accessing, whether companies are complicit or not, or even aware or not, of data that is online, all data that is collected. So there's a debate around whether or not what kind of relationship the public and the private sector have with regards to surveillance. And from a privacy point of view, if you look at privacy as a mechanism for control, there is actually a lot of reform that needs to be done, and not just on the government side, but also on the corporate aspect. And that includes taking care of data in a much better way, securing that data, but also practicing good data hygiene, collecting less data, giving individuals more control and awareness over that information.
I see. Now, you had a couple of sponsors here, Facebook and Google. Facebook, of course, does a lot of targeting using the demographic data and the user data that they have. They also participate with third-party companies on data sharing. Google was notorious for having its Google Maps use and capture data from all sorts of IP information that they were doing with their cars and trucks driving up and down the street taking images. So I'm curious, when it comes to these kinds of organizations and the data repositories that they have, when they sponsor an event like RightsCon, how genuinely are they interested in changing their policies and the impact that they have around data collection? What kind of impact can you make at companies like the Googles and Facebook that are participating here?
Well, I think sponsoring an event and really showing up in great numbers and putting staff into the hot seats in these panels where a lot of difficult questions are being asked of these companies is a sign of good faith. So with regards to what Access does, a lot of it does revolve around advocacy for corporations to work with them to find solutions on what can be done. And this is one of the aspects of a new Access initiative that will be launched later this afternoon, actually, that lays out 7 actionable points for companies to adopt, some of which already have, on how to better secure the data, both at transfer and at rest. So it's a long road ahead, but from the first RightsCon we had in 2011, we see that there is greater awareness and much greater understanding of the role that companies can play in either the protection or violation of human rights.
I see, Raegan. Well, this is a very hot topic these days. People want to get engaged. Companies want to get engaged. What's the best way to get engaged to Access Now and the upcoming events and learn more about what you guys are doing?
You can check out our website, accessnow.org. Access has quite a broad membership of a community of individuals interested in these topics throughout the world. We are writing on our blog constantly, and you can actually sign up, become a member, find out what more you can do to help and to learn more about this sector.
Awesome. Well, Raegan, I know you got a show to run too. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. I greatly appreciate it and wish you much success to the folks at Access with all the efforts that you guys have taken on. Thanks again for having us here.
Thanks a lot.